How do you like your coffee? Free. Like my girls. Without my friends sticking it. Wanna talk about it? Cold brew over ice. Black. Iced or at least cold with a little ice. Okay, it's chocolate milk with espresso. Black on the weekdays and black plus Baileys on the weekends. Black sweet or milk but with a little wheat on the side. Ah, hippies 8-ball. With a cake. On that note, happy cake day! Exclamation mark. Thank you. Black and bitter, like me. I like my coffee like I like my men. I prefer tea, thanks. Heavy cream and a splash of sugar-free flavored syrup. Found the keto user. Without coffee. Crisp. Canadian jokes. Splash of half and half. That's funny. Mine is almost the same. Half coffee, half chocolate milk. Black and hot. Half coffee, half cream monsieur. The same way I like any and all ostensibly relevant women and/or minorities. As a horribly offensive yet inescapably hilarious punchline first thing in the morning. It just makes the rest of your day go that much better. With sugar and cream monsieur. It depends on the quality. If it's excessively bitter or generally just not very good, I sweeten then add creamer until I like it. But the better it is, the less I add. Or, if it's really good coffee, I'll drink it black. I give it the taste test for bitterness. If it's too much, I'll add a bit of cream to soften it up. Most times, it's good enough black that I don't need to add cream unless I'm in the mood. Never sugar, and never milk. Black as midnight on a moonless night. Black like my future. Asterisk speaks in 2016. Asterisk black like my soul. Plot twist, I don't. I like my coffee how I like my girls, flat white. This one hits close to home. Alabama intensifies. Asterisk flatlined. Asterisk from Duncan Hills. Do you folk like coffee? Like my women, black and fairly traded, and cage-free. Bland, like my personality. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. Well, I gotta keep it going full steam. Too sweet to be sour, too nice to be mean. Well, on the tough guy style, I'm not too keen. I like the humble black coffee but I am always game for some well-made iced latte and Irish coffee. I like my coffee like I like my men. Ground up and in the freezer. Piss. Great coffee, black average coffee, cream, no sugar bad coffee, light and sweet. Agree. 2 sugars no cream. Black just like my metal. Iced. Barely ever. But when I do, definitely sugar and probably a flavored cream monsieur. Basically a true coffee lover's worst nightmare. You enjoy your coffee however you want. That's what is important. I rarely sweeten my coffee or add cream but you drink it however you want. I don't understand coffee purists who want to dictate the right and wrong ways to drink it. Now if you're talking about a frappuccino then I could argue that's not really coffee. But even then I won't judge. Black. I used to use cream and sugar but gave it up while trying to diet a long time ago and never went back. How bad was that transition? I'm about to do it. It took some getting used to but the result is now I can't stand stuff in my coffee. It took about 2 weeks. For reference I drink about a pot a day. I take it black, like my men. Strong and dark. Italian roast. With steamed milk. Some pastry. Of your choice. And a good friend to enjoy it with. Happy cake day OC. Happy quarantine to everyone else less than 3. I take it black, like my men. Black. Hot, black and strong. Black just like my metal. In a cup. Non-existent. I don't. Vietnamese instant coffee. Pour it in some hot milk. Not only is it delicious but you'll stay up for 18 hours. Easy. Like I like my men. Ground up and in the freezer. Beat me to it. Down the sink. Water. Without comb. I like my coffee like my women. Hot and all over my lap. Tea. I.e. substituted. With a real beverage. Medium rare. Dark roasted black. I also like iced black coffee. Smiley face. Surprised that no one, or at least I didn't said with milk. I like it with milk but I drink it black with some water because milk gives me pimples. Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before. In a cup without the bean juice, just add water and replace the cup with a glass. So just water? In a glass? But yes, coffee sucks. Half and half and too Splenda. For a large cup, I want to eventually learn to enjoy black coffee on its own, but I'm not there yet, lol. If you are interested in this, I suggest getting some fresh roast from a local coffee roaster. If it's a decent place, you can tell them you want to try our range and I'm sure they'll do a sampler. Some people like bright acidic coffee, some people like more mild or nutty coffee. I'm partial to strong coffee with chocolate notes. Get a grinder. I'd start with a hand grinder since they are a way to get a burr grinder for a good price. Choose a brewing method and take 5 minutes to Google how to correctly use it. I like the fact you can make a damn fine cup of coffee with a cheap cafetiere. Finding the coffee that tasted good to me without anything added was a really enjoyable experience. For me, I hope if you try it you will enjoy it too. With whole milk, and I've also come to love the thickness provided by collagen powder. Double Chillhop, with vodka and honey, milk and brown sugar, or 2 cream, depending on where I am. With a little sugar and milk. Shaken, not stirred. Made by a cute girl that gives it to me while I'm in bed while we cuddle and shit post on AskReddit. A bit of half and half. And sometimes I treat myself with a little caramel sauce or French vanilla creamer. Whipped and frothy over ice. Single origin. Light roast brewed with AV60. Sounds obnoxious but it's tasty AF and takes about 3 minutes. With sugar, milk and a hint of chocolate. Basically as sweet as possible. With those fun flavored creamers in them because I'm basically a grown 5-year-old. They make a Reese's one and it's one of my 4 or 5 favorite things about being alive. Also, happy cake day up. Also fucking dope username up. Anyway, but I usually do black with a couple ice cubes because then I can chug it and get some more. I like bulletproof coffee. Coffee, stevia, MCT oil, butter, and a touch of heavy cream. Blend it and enjoy. The beans collected from cat poop. Poured down the drain. Coffee is disgusting. Depends on the time and place. In the morning I like it with a certain amount of creamer in it. If I'm at Starbucks I usually order a venti vanilla or caramel frappuccino. Depends on the coffee. I'll drink my espresso with nothing, but my morning Joe gets milk and sugar. Big and black. Cold brew with a little sweet creamer. Over ice. I get this solar roast coffee from the farmer's market. Not sure what solar roasting does, but damn is it the best coffee beans I've had. Black and not burned to all hell. Iced, hot, cold brew, whatever. I typically make it with a freshly ground beans and a French press if I am making it at home, but I just like it black. My grandma always said if you drink it black for a week you'll never go back, and I ran out of milk once in college and never looked back. With milk and honey. Hot. Generally pour over in black. Though I do like to have with a sweet biscuit or something if available. Cold. Generally with oat almond milk. Unless nitro cold brew, in which case as is. Espresso. Generally prefer cortado. Gas station. Bit of creamer and sugar. Diner. Black. But with like half a pack of raw sugar. After dinner. Bit of milk. With crunched Oreo and milk. I.e. a frappuccino. The same way I like my women. Heavily creamed. With cream. Well, this made me want coffee. Like my music, black and metal. Lots of cream, lots of sugar. The same way I like men. I don't. Black. Made in Italy. Plain espresso. Americano with milk and 2 sugars. Tea. Green and tea. Either Italian espresso or Turkish sand brewed coffee, both without additives. Dalgona Coffee, BC. It's quarantine, bro. I don't actually like coffee. I made the mistake of drinking straight black with no sugar or milk and I have been scarred ever since. I love hot chocolate though. Sometimes I like to add peppermint flavoring. So you don't like coffee because that's what coffee is. The other ones are coffee-flavored drinks, because the coffee is not the main character. Espresso, black no sugar. Cold brew, black no sugar. Nitro cold brew, black no sugar. Latte, rarely sweetened unless I'm feeling sassy. Black cup plus a couple tablespoons of vegan creamer. Away from people and usually around some plants and a cat. You? The same way I like my woman, with 2 E's in them. I enjoy my coffee with milk and no sugar. Although, I'll sometimes drink it with a splash of International Delight cream. The Hershey's kind. If it's what I personally consider good coffee made right, then generally I prefer it black. Every once in a while I have one with cream, and even rarer with a bit of sugar. Just depends on what I crave. When I have it with cream or sugar, I usually take a few sips before putting any in. Like I like my women. Alcoholic. Not also happy cake day. Mildly sweet. Not too strong nor soft. But most importantly, the smell. It has to be at least decent. You are not to drinking coffee if you don't appreciate the smell. Homemade. There's no cafe that I have ever been to in my life that has been good to me. They're so fucking strong. Even when I ask for one shot, they still make it super strong. I put in 10 packets of sugar and a whole carton of milk into it, and it's still so strong. What do I need to do? Add bleach. So, I just make my own coffee. Blended, Frappuccino style. I like my coffee sweet and dessert-like. My absolute favorite is those Javalia 2-step Keurig cups that come with the foam powder. Without coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I will never refuse an Irish coffee. Black like my women. Like I like my men, not at all. Like my men, I don't like men. With a hot chocolate instead of coffee. I hate coffee. I don't like coffee. As dark and bitter as my soul. Hot, black, and in my lap while I'm driving. I've combined the milk and sugar steps into flavored creamer. Caffeine. How I like my women. Big tits. I like my coffee black. Just like my metal. But actually, I don't really give a Kentucky Fried fuck carrot. TM. Just get that caffeine inside a body. I semi-regularly drink tepid coffee left in the pot from the previous day. Totally a food safety violation, though, so don't do that. Espresso, with honey instead of sugar. Smooth. Hold on, I knew the punchline to this joke. With milk, or occasionally cream or freshly ground, of course. Tea. I like it a lot. Thanks for asking. Double. Strong, with cream and sugar. Black. Strong, no sugar or sweetener, and a drop of oat milk. Black, dark, bitter. Helps me taper my expectations for the day. Sweet and tan like me. But I typically make it the night before and drink it black and cold in the morning. With the blood of my enemies. Crisp. You like your coffee crisp. Refrigerated black, cold and devoid of color, just like the work I do on it. I drink my coffee black, no extra sugar or milk or anything. Also, I don't like coffee. Like I like my men, purchased on the internet and roasted to my specifications. Like I like my girl. I don't know if I like girls, and I don't know if I like boys either. I like my coffee how I like my women, hot and bitter. With chocolate. Bam, mocha. Much milk, much sugar. With much milk. I feel that coffee, for how it smells and tastes, has a too watery texture. With whipped egg yolk and condensed milk. It tastes like tiramisu, and I live for it. Iced with a little amount of milk and sugar. Black and very strong. Usually hot, but I enjoy cold brew and sweet coffee drinks once in a while. Black, it's the most convenient and quick way. Like I like my women. Without some other dude sticking it. As long as I can't taste the bitterness, I'll drink it any day. Tepid and cheap. 1.25 to 1.5 teaspoons sugar and heavy whipping cream. Poured slowly until you start to see the little white dots raise to the top. Black. On the weekends. Black. With a tipple, half shot, of Maker's Mark whiskey. During the week. Black. With a side of blueberry muffin. As light and sugary as possible. Lots of cream, lots of sugar. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.